boy, Double A. How's everybody doing? I hope and praying you're all doing well. Listen, ignore the hair, ignore everything. This was an impromptu thing. I wasn't planning to make this video. And I'm very hot right now because I've had to close my curtain and close my doors because this makes it easier to film. But yes, anyway, so a few days ago I did the KSI review for his new track album Dissimulation. I've listened to it once again since then, and my thoughts have slightly altered. You know, in hindsight, his bars were definitely very weak, and the album is, well, I still think the album is average, if just slightly above average, because of those 3 or so good tracks. And I guess because it's only 30 minutes, I can kind of let go of it, because if it was like an hour-long album, I'd have been like, nah, this is not the one. Bedtime, you know, like things like that. Like, it's because the album's quite short that I can deal with it. So there was that. So I'm still gonna stick with my 6.25 as a score. But yeah, so basically he released a deluxe edition. I don't know when it actually came out, but I only noticed it today. So I just wanted to review the new tracks. So it's only 4 new tracks. I just wanted to go over them quickly, give you my thoughts on those tracks, and tell you if it changes my overall thoughts in the album, whether it makes the album better in my opinion or worse in my opinion. So yeah, let's get to it. So yep, we found it now, found the deluxe album, and we're gonna get going. So this is track 13, this is Complicated.
It's so complicated, they've been really hating, whoa. I'ma keep it real, sticking to the statement though.
Alright, so Complicated. Just a quick thing, if the audio sounds different from the music today, that is simply because my big speaker, which I was using before, the cable for it broke, so I need to buy a new one. So I'm using my mini speaker this time. But yeah, Complicated. Again, it's a middling track. Like, there was so many bars in it that were just average and and the beat was very basic, average. But there were moments where he actually got a bit introspective and actually a bit deeper, like when he was talking about his mum and dad. Also, I really like the line about saying, is it worth it when we're like chasing the money, basically, like all this drama and stuff. It's like he's addressing some of his YouTube like controversies and stuff a little bit there, but still it's a very middling track. I'm gonna say like a 5.5 because honestly it would be lower, but those few little lines here and there kind of caught me. They made me like go okay for at least a second. So next up we have Tides featuring AJ Tracey and Rich the Kid. Now I'm very intrigued to hear this. This is basically the whole reason I decided to do a part 2 of this review, because this track was the one that kind of caught my attention. I'm hoping it's going to be good because I like AJ Tracey, I like Rich the Kid, and ultimately I don't want to see KSI fail. Like yeah. So let's listen to it. And I guess this goes back to my point in the other video. If KSI, because his voice for me is so-so, but when he uses auto-tune in the right way, it's, I don't want to say it's good, because maybe saying good is giving it too much accolades, too much praise, but it's not distracting, it's not bad. Like, it's not as bad as like when he's going on this forceful rap sometimes. And it's like, his verse has been fine so far. If AJ Tracey and Rich the Kid come through with solid verses, this might be like a playlist track.
Damn God, I'm embarrassed!
I'm in the dance and the man and brought something in. Dutch hot pot, we ain't got no mutton in.
Yes!
Got a Rari body and I stutter.
Alright then, I actually liked that track quite a bit. That's a playlist track for me, I can't lie. And it comes down to this, KSI didn't ruin the track, ultimately. And like I said, I'm not trying to diss him, I'm not trying to be rude to him, but his performance sometimes, I feel like sometimes with tracks I'd be like, oh, like I always go back to Poppin'. It would have been so much better if it was just Lil Pump and Smoke Perp, no KSI. But obviously he was in it and he kind of ruins the track for me. In this track, he didn't ruin it. And then Richie Kid come through with this auto-tune heavy verse, which I really enjoyed. Quite basic. That one felt, his verse felt phoned in for sure. Like, he wasn't saying anything special. He wasn't really putting anything like different on his voice in terms of like auto-tune, which is very basic. But it still sounded really good, especially over this beat. This beat was super interesting, I liked it. And then AJ Tracey just came in with bars, like, okay, like, that verse didn't feel phoned in. Like, I feel like he had something to, not something to say as in, like, he was coming like with his hardest verse ever, but he definitely put a bit more effort into it. Like, whereas most people would have given it 2 minutes thought, he gave it definitely a good 10 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I'm gonna give that track an 8. Honestly, that track is like something I'll actually bump. And also, one other thing is the transition from Rich the Kid's to AJ's verse. I loved it. I loved it. Yeah, 8 out of 10. Like that track. Really like that track. Cool. I'm pleasantly surprised. Like, that's definitely a good thing for me. Anyway, so let's get Night to Remember now. I love that. I'm gonna make this a night to remember. Hey, get ready. Ooh, baby, tonight. What do you know about that song? If you know that song, then you're my G. I love you forever. Anyway, this is Night to Remember featuring Randolph and S-X. Don't know these two featuring artists. I know S-X did the chorus on one of the songs, but yeah. Cool, let's listen to it.
All the drama and killing this Cain and Abel shit.
That was a bit of a bar. A little bit of a bar. Killing it, Cain, Abel. Little bar. Small bar. So I'm guessing it was Randolph who did the verse. Very weak verse. All the verses were weak. Yeah, nothing special. SX, I didn't actually mind his chorus. Like, it was better on their, I don't know, him, her, them, whatever. The chorus was a lot better than the chorus that they did before, which one, whatever track it was. The chorus probably the best part, but even that was still mediocre. 4 out of 10. Yeah, really, nothing special. And I guess last up we have Poppin' Remix. So this is Poppin' featuring Lil Pump, Smoke Purp, and Crypt. Now, if I'm correct, Crypt is also a YouTube rapper, well, not YouTube rapper, but a rapper on YouTube. And I believe I've seen one of his videos before. I believe he did a cypher with like KSI's top 13 YouTube rappers or something like that. And he was pretty decent, if I remember. I'm not too 100% sure, but yeah, I mean, I know how the rest of this track sounds, unless they're going to give us new verses, but yeah, I'll get into this quickly and give you my thoughts.
I get a chapter of winning and doing it.
See, I would have liked... This was KSI's chance here for me. As I said, this is one of the tracks that I like, but I don't like him on. He had a chance to give me a new verse that would have been better than the original, and me change my mind and be like, okay, you know what? I don't like the original, but I like the remix. But his verse, he used the same verse, so let's see if this Crypt guy can make anything better.
Motherfucker rapping is my bread and butter, snagging and screaming his cheese every single time that I utter bitch pop. Like a cop when I walk in the parlor. You got a problem? The revolver solves it all involved. Just started off again. I'm picking up all these people that
Will you keep quiet? Chai.
You're waffling. You're waffling. Waffle too much.
I mean, he ain't lie. I can't tell you what most of that verse said. The flow was impeccable though. Alright, so that was the Poppin' Remix. And I think once again this highlights KSI's shortcomings. Because this beat is great, but KSI on this beat is whack. And this guy who came on, he delivered, I think, a really great verse. I want to go back and listen to it again. Maybe even have the lyrics open to see if like there was actual bars there. Because obviously I was catching maybe half the stuff that he was saying. Because I wasn't listening like with 100% intensity. So yeah, I need to go back and see if he has like proper bars. But I mean, just for what it was like really good. But KSI again brings it down. I'm gonna say like 6.5, 7. If KSI wasn't on that track, could have easily been an 8. But yeah, again, KSI's shortcomings. Alright, let's wrap this up again. Okay, so to wrap it up, I guess. My thoughts on the album ain't changed. I'm still gonna stick with the 6.25. Maybe even 6. I might even, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna give it the extra 2.5. It gets 6.5. Yeah, and the only reason it does is because I really like that Tides track. KSI doesn't ruin it. He does fine enough to let AJ Tracy and Rich the Kid come through and actually deliver a really solid song. And the verse from Crypt on the Poppin' Remix was actually really good. The other two tracks were just more mediocre KSI stuff, subpar to mediocre. So yeah, that's it. That was my extra thoughts on the album. Not much has changed, as you can see. Cool. So that's it for this video, guys. So Watch out for my quarantine vlog coming very soon. I'm actually recording right now on my phone the vlog, showing like the recording process and stuff, so it's gonna be really interesting. I'm gonna do trying some new stuff, gonna be some new editing, and yeah, support the podcast, roundtable, you know what it is. And guys, your boy Double A. Peace, love and blessings, mwah, and I'll catch you guys all later. Peace.